We're gonna try this again. Last week we made a video and we didn't post it because it was a disaster. It ended up being the worst infusion we ever tried. But Logan has a mouth bleed again, and it's part of his normal prophylaxis. So we're just going to give him his regular infusion and try to do it faster than we did last time because I made like a 20-minute video. Gray's my cameraman. It's his birthday. Say hey.
Hey.
All right, let's try to get this set up real quick, where we can get this thing going. Alright, so I've got a bunch of stuff laid out already, and I'll try to do my best. This is the medicine. Can you tell me if it's in there? Alright, this is the medicine. This is the factor product that Logan doesn't have in his body naturally, so we put this in there. It is a, this is called Cogenate. It's a little powder, you can barely see it. It's made out of Chinese hamster ovaries, is what I was told. So this is just regular water, and it comes in a little box. It tells you how many units and the expiration date, and I end up logging that. So I tear off this top. So I keep that, use the box for trash. Try to do my best here. Can't really see the camera, and not an expert, but you take a little cap off, you have to wipe it down. I'm trying to do this fast today because he's bleeding, and I had a 20-minute video last time and it was ridiculous. So anyway, you put a little cap on there, take these tops off. They're all sterile. Go ahead and make the mixture. This kind of reconstitutes the solution. You stir it, not shake it. Do this little stirring action. This is a sterile package, a sterile syringe. Go ahead and take that off. You make a lot of trash in this process. Not touch anything. We'll use that wrapper in just a second. This actually is the medicine itself, and it drops in there. I like to try to vacuum all of it out. I don't know if you saw that little splash right there. That was probably the most of the medicine kind of hung out up there. So I like to double check. Nothing else is in there. There it is. I don't know why I'm doing so much of this today, but anyhow, that's pretty much it. So that's the medicine. I forget how much exactly it is, but I like to go ahead and prime it up. Yeah, it's in there. Put it back in the wrapper because we'll use that later. All right, so now we've got the medicine ready. My wife has already laid out, Brantley has already laid out everything else. So if you can help me move that around, we'll go ahead and get this sterile package ready. This is a kit. It's got all kind of fun things in there.
Yep.
Our pharmacy sends all this stuff to us via the UPS, and I think I've got a shipment coming in next Tuesday of a bunch of this stuff. But we go ahead and make additional kits because there's about, I don't know, about 20 different pieces and parts to all this stuff that come in different packages. So we put them in Ziploc bags kind of the week beforehand. I've already washed my hands too, by the way, a couple times, but starts off with a mask. This is all sterile stuff. It's not really a sterile process because at some point you break the sterile field, but it's as clean as we can get it. All right. So I told you there's all kind of things in this kit that we don't use. You want us to be in the camera? Okay.
I
like these gloves because they're too small and I have big hands. Okay, Logan.
I want to be the camera.
Okay, you are the camera. This is a sterile napkin.
Napkin. That's a sterile napkin.
And try not to touch a lot of it. There you go. Try to remember where I touch and where I don't. Dump this stuff in here.
And now we get some masks.
This is the needle. It's called a Huber needle. It is a 90-degree angle bend in it, so it fits into the port. not as scary as regular needles either. I've had a fear of needles for as long as I can remember. This one's not so bad. You don't really see it as much. This little cap that kind of closes off the other tube of the needle, the other end of the needle. Keeps stuff out of there. And that's everything. We've got our sterile field. We've got some stuff in there. Got all of our medicines that we have to inject over here. I have to put on a pair of gloves. Logan's over here eating Cheerios, so I'm going to get my gloves on. There's a process for that too. Comes in that sterile package. Empty that out. It has a cuff in. I have to have extra large. I had too much dinner for Thanksgiving, so my hands grew.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That was a bad joke.
It's a bad joke.
Bad, yeah, bad joke too. All right, so there's a process with this. You just have to pinch that into the cuff. Try to get your fingers in there as best as possible. I'm touching the inside of the glove. If there are nurses watching this that tell me I'm doing something wrong, that's fine. I'm still learning, and probably said it before, but we just do the best we can here. Found my thumb, these other fingers, inside of the glove. That's it. So now I've got clean hands. I'm not touching anything. I can come back to this needle and get it all prepped. This is the tube end of the needle. This is the needle. Put this cap on the end of the tube because that's just like a hose pipe. This little cap has a little spring in there, so whenever you're taking the medicines out, it keeps stuff from going in. Anyway, that's the needle itself. It's got a sleeve on it right now. It's got these little wings that help you put it on. We'll look at it in just a second. There's a lot of stuff in here we don't use, but I do like to save it. I guess it's my inner hoarder, but a lot of things I think some people can use. I don't know about that, but don't use that. We do use this. It's called ChlorPrep. We're about to wipe that on Logan. And we keep his alcohol. It comes with a tape measure. I'm not really sure what that's for. If somebody's watching this can tell me why they have that. That'd be great. Luckily, my wife is going to take off his lidocaine that we prepped him with about an hour ago. We put some press and seal on there and put the lidocaine on the press and seal. We leave it, and you can see there's a little red mark around his port. We take his Cheerio cup too for just a little while. And we'll go ahead and get this thing ready. So this is saline. I just broke the sterile field. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, you got plenty of Cheerios. All right, there we go. So now we're ready. We have, that's just saline. It's 5 mils of saline. And this is the butterfly needle, and everything's ready to go. I was getting ahead of myself and really wanted to get this over with, but we got to clean him. So this is the ChlorPrep. It comes on these little popsicle looking things. And you got 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you just empty some Cheerios into his lap, please? Do it again, Grady. 1, 2. Look, look, look.
4, 5, 6,
Cheerios.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay, just give him the cup, please. Just give him the cup. I don't care for any bloody Cheerios, Logan. Thank you, though. What are we on, Grady? 6, 7, 8,
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 21.
Okay, great.
Great.
Good job. Let's just chill out while that stuff dries. I'm gonna hold this. It has these little wings on it. We flip those wings back and hold on to it.
And don't wait, long as a mask. Oh.
And we kind of hold all that in our hand. And when this stuff dries, we're going to try to knock this out real quick. We're not blowing on it or anything. I hate that he gets all these Cheerios everywhere, but it beats, it beats the alternative of him crying and carrying on.
Yes, thousands of Cheerios.
Thousands of Cheerios, that's right, Gertie.
Yeah.
Alright, just trying to get in a good position here. I've tried different things. I think we need to upgrade our lighting in this house because I can't quite see anything with our overhead lights.
No.
But my wife likes lamps and dim lighting.
No.
So we take that sleeve off. That's the needle itself. Alright, Logan, I need you to move your hand out of your mouth. Pinch the port. Draw back blood if we get color. We did. I don't know if you can see that. We're good. We're good. Yay!
Don't get it wet, Daddy.
Now we're gonna flush.
Don't get it wet.
We're going slow and steady because we don't have anything to do today but go to pick out a Christmas tree.
Yes.
And have somebody's birthday party.
My birthday. It's gonna be my birthday party,
birthday
Daddy.
Party. Alright, so now we've done the saline. That flushes out what was in there before. It was the heparin lock. The heparin is the anti-clot because we just put clot medicine in there. This is that factor that we made earlier. This is the stuff that's going to get him to stop bleeding this morning. It works pretty quick once it's in there. It's pretty amazing stuff. I'm glad we can do this without having to go to the emergency room today. It's been a terrible day to spend in the emergency room. Once that's in there, I'd like to go ahead and get this other stuff ready. This is the saline again. I get the air out. I like to have it right here beside the place it's going. Push that through. Sometimes I can try to get ahead. Do two things at once here. This is the heparin with the yellow cap. The heparin keeps the line and the port from clotting. And we just put a little bit in there because you're trying to get them to clot. It's just enough to kind of fill up the tube from the port to his where it ends, which is somewhere around his heart. So we're almost done.
So we're almost done.
Now we're putting the heparin on. Try to get it pretty exact.
Yeah.
Try it at 2 milliliters. This is a 3 milliliter tube. And once you get the air out, there's always a little bit more or less than 2 or 3. Get it just right. We have seen a clot. It's not great. It's not fun. Has a little clamp. Clamp it off. And this is the fun part. I'm just going to take those wings and push down towards the chest on the base. Pull up and pull out. And that's the needle. It's self-contained. My wife has a band-aid here. We take this gauze and kind of double it up. And it puts pressure. You see there's no blood right now. That makes me feel really good. The lidocaine probably did what it was supposed to. And this band-aid will help put pressure on it for the rest of the day, so, or for just a little while. But there's a little bit of blood there. It will seep out. And that's it. Yay! We'll take our mask off. That was a good infusion. You see, it didn't really bother him too much. He was more concerned about the Cheerios or no Cheerios at all. We'll try to do more in the future. Thank you.